Hello, welcome. Today we're doing 14, Final Fantasy, and we're starting off with Hildibrand. So yeah, here we go. Yo, eager to resume our investigations. I know I am. Do you recall that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Well, Inspector Brandyhild has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater whole, and he has concluded that the vessel would be incapable of flight without expensive repairs. Our most likely scenario then is that some unknown agent made off with the starship wreckage along with Poo-Poo's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there is a singularity shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Actually, let's head over to Kama first. The inspector and the others are staying in a dwelling there. And I'd rather not explain myself twice. Oh, my voice. Oh, nice. People are coming out. It's the morning. There he is. Being a little creep. Nashu and her friends will be staying here for a while longer, it seems. I do hope it's not my house that has brought them all this bad luck. This may not be the best time to share my conclusions. Yo, I'm so worried for Master Poo-Poo. A most terrible development. Tis horrible misfortune, yo. Calamitous even. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill. He's so bluish green. More so, I mean. Could he have caught a cold? I suppose it was quite chilly up there in Garlemald. Poo-Poo is an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body. Nashu's delights are the best medicine for whatever ails you, as the inspector himself can attest. Good gods, Nashu, you'll blow our post domicile to pieces. Put them away. If I may. When I was cloned from the inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the starship's archives. This information included an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. A Xeno-Man hybrid mind. That explains the impossible calculations. Oh, here we go. I have it. Master Poo is afflicted by a terrible case of the common cold. He has his own theme. Did I not notice last episode? It's like an electronic MIDI version of Hildibrand. God grant me strength. As a visitor of a theorist, Master Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection and more likely to experience severe symptoms. Aha, 'tis just as I surmised. We must put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. But even if it is a common cold, isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would, based on the results of my analysis. However, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need but gather the ingredients. The ingredients you shall have, so what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poo collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. The first of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the chapa, which wanders salt winds welcome. Ah, the slaughtering of a monstrous opponent. That sounds like a job for Yo. The other material in question is a rare fungus known as damp shroom, which I am hoping can be found among the great work's extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well. Nashu, Dillian, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Brandyhild, you're such an expert on all things Thavnir. Oh, I wouldn't say expert. Simple conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. As I said, I'm hoping the alchemists have the damp shroom we need, but it is quite rare. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Then let us not prolong Master Poo suffering a moment longer. It seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. Obtaining a Kachba's liver should prove no great obstacle to one of your capabilities, Yo. 'Tis the damp shroom which concerns me. Left. Sorry, my brain and maps, I swear. Even if it's the wrong exit, I can still fly over to the right part anyway. Okay, it was a good exit. Oh, there he is. He's like Waldo. Who knew a lamp shroom would be so difficult to find? Your mission was successful, I assume. Ours is ongoing. Ah, yo, I had every confidence you would bring us a suitable liver. Alas, the dank shroom yet eludes us. The alchemist said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. Then I must put my keen inspector sense to work, stand back whilst I attune myself with the essence of the dank. Damp. The word is damp shroom, and you'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. 'Tis close, my friends, and getting closer and closer even as we speak. I hear you folk are in the market for damp shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. But how? We certainly are, my fine fellow. Right then, if you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction up on the perfumed rise. Was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. Though, in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildibrand, preternatural perception is one of the least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. I wonder, does this not strike you as a touch convenient, if not contrived? Oh, sleeping again. The inspector saves the day, again. Our quest for medical components nears its end. Stay strong, Master Poo Poo. Ah, you're here. Good, good. And here's the dance room as promised. Aho. Glad we are for your assistance. Doing deals. Ah, ta. Not so fast. There is still the matter of payment. Of course. And how much do we owe you, my good man? Considering the extreme rarity of the fungus in question, I couldn't let it go for less than 1,000,000 gil. 1,000,000 gil for one measly mushroom. That's outright robbery. Ah, a bargain, I counter. You would pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need, but I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. Nashu, how fare we for coin? We're plumb out, Inspector. Ah, then this is a prickly pickle. Where are we to obtain sufficient funds at such a short notice? No way, dude. This stuff is too expensive. I have an orchestration role collecting problem guy bought at mall. Spent my last savings on return to oblivion. 1,000,000 gil, was it? Or sleep? Sleep! 'Cause I'm broke as fuck. Keep having to buy equipment just to do story progress. Like I have 1,000,000 gil. If that's the way of it, then I shall beg father for the necessary amount. Saving Master Poo Poo's life is worthy of every gil. Give that man nothing. We have you now, deceitful scum. Your swindling days are over. Rats at hand, city guard at your service. We receive reports of this man's questionable activities and have been keeping a close eye on him ever since. Damn shrooms is a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price the Charlian quoted you was, quite frankly, ludicrous. But thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you are welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Yes, very much so. That is very, magnanimous of you. Ah, you think I enjoyed tricking fools out of their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. He blames a rising star among the merchant princes for his woes. Von Van Hoody, I believe his name was, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy, put a lot of people out of work. Van Hoody, I know that name. Something about an acquisition deal gone sour. Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Hainish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family business in its entirety. Truly, there is no telling how deep the coffers of this Van Hoody are, nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such kingly wealth so damnably fast. There are whispers, though, that he's solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary of problems, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Oh, this old story. Unlikely to say the least, but whatever the source of Van Hoody's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He's bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh? For that swindling case had barely started before you solved it, Inspector. Aha, all in a day's work, my dear Nashu. I believe our business upon this scented hill is concluded. Let us hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Brandyhild, shall we? Still just ahead. I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of divine manifestation, but the stench of failure yet clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. Ha ha ha. Such a cartoonesque villain character. Trade is slowly resuming, and not a moment too soon. We had not expended nearly all of our emergency rations. Nash, same dialogue. After all that, we paid not a single bill for the damp shroom. The manifestation of such windfalls must be another facet of the inspector's uncanny good fortune. He seems to be less interested in aliens and more in Hildibrand now. Your suffering nears its end, Master Poo-Poo. If Inspector Brandhild remedy fails, we can always try my explosive cure-all. Inspector Hildebrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his damp shroom. A fine specimen, thank you. I will be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let us convey Master Poo-Poo outside that we may administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us and we can commence the treatment. Hey. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. Master Poo-Poo's recovered his strength in mere moments. 'Twould seem his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology. I came here from another world, a stranger you've no cause to trust, and yet you've treated me so kindly. The people of this star are so very welcoming. Oh, there he is in the background again, if you missed him. Ah, you are our dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. 'Tis our pleasure to help. Yep. And it will be my pleasure to harm. You could do that the whole time? Why do you need a guy to hold him? Fantastic. I shall not fall for the same trick twice. Really? Like download complete, like he just learned it. No, he did not. Okay. Blind luck though. His luck stat is amazing. Of course he would feel guilty. Impudent worms, taste my full power. She's been to the gold saucer and lost a lot. Yeah, Nashu. Yeah! I'm involved. Not again. You took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand, somewhat singed but apparently unharmed. I pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours, and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien? Aha, a fine jest, but I assure you I am without a doubt an Uldan, born Mandeville of terrestrial Huron stock. He is Hildibrand, agent extraordinaire, and of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? Where to even begin? But never mind, we have more pressing matters. Such as locating Master Poo-Poo's missing comrade. 'Tis time we reopen the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly. And I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. The Charlians. I'm all but certain they've allied with insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. I wager we'll find what we're looking for in Old Charlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. The Charlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less aliens, and the Lockwards don't count. While Master Dilian's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Charlene sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Mayhap their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. I have spoken out of turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness. Nay, my friend, I too sense our path points to the Isle of Archons. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Charlene immediately. My calculations may have failed me, but my companions did not. 'Twas your quick thinking that saw the villain laid low, with a tremendous flourish, no less. Brandyhill told me you all went in search of ingredients for my medicine. I am so very grateful. The time has come, yo. Charlene is the beating heart of this conspiracy, and I won't let them hide their machinations any longer. Nice teamwork, yo. What a picture. Charlene awaits. We need only charter a suitable sea vessel. Of course, but does that not the city lie many days' sail to the north? Is there no swifter means of reaching our destination? So this experimental aetherite will allow us to teleport thither even absent attunement? Splendid. Then we shall avail ourselves of the technological marvel forthwith. Oh, when you traveled the cosmos as much as I have, teleportation is not the least bit disconcerting. How severe is your aether sickness, Master Poo-Poo? See, right to left. That's... Yep. It is a Japanese. Well, maybe that's just one instance, but yeah. Oh god, save me. I hope Dillian wasn't too attached to his breakfast. So this is clearly... So this is the city of learning. A sophisticated gentleman should feel right at home here. How are you all not sick to your stomachs? Experimental ethereites make travel exponentially more fun. Sometimes I feel as though I am the only normal person in this group of eccentrics. But... oh, this is not the time to succumb to nausea, not here in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it the Charlians' secret agent travel the star in search of specimens, which they collect and bring home in service to a confidential research project. Such project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. If we're to find answers, then that's where we need to look. Labyrinthos, not a military facility. I say this Labyrinthos sounds promising. I say we head down there and make inquiries as to the whereabouts of our missing alien friend. We simply take a lift from the Hall of Artifice, yes, then let us be on our way. I feel like I'm losing money on these quests just by teleporting. But you don't lose any money for teleporting within a city. Where was that going? Oh yeah, I got another wandering minstrel. Might do that real quick. But where am I going? Oh, I'm going over here. Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna do a wandering minstrel song. Just casually transporting ether. Well, at this point, yeah. Good gods, a battle in the void? You've certainly wasted no time seeking out newfound adventure. By all means, regale me with the thrilling details. A world without death, where the strong devour the weak, and the woman touched by darkness who possessed the power to seal void scent. Fascinating stuff indeed. But this archfiend Barbacia, as cruel as she is ravishing, though she is fearsome enough by your account, I cannot help but wonder, what if she had devoured more of the great worm's ether? How terribly bright might her soul have shone then? Yes, they come to me, the beginnings of a new verse, Pray listen, if you will. In armor black from shadowed lair, the knight with steely voice declared, a dragon's freedom he did steal, victory in his crusade to seal. Wind made flesh, the archfiend fair, her pride, her long and lustrous hair. On dragon soul she feasted well, a tempest freed, to toll the knell. The knell. A tempest freed to toll the knell. Fighting to devour, devouring to fight. Should the day come when this wheel is broken, would a void sent greet her and with a wail of anguish, or would she have a sigh of relief? Whichever it may be, 'tis ironic to think that a soul who had sought freedom and for so long should end up being imprisoned in cold crystal. Thus I would sing of that final battle, for in that lightness world, 'tis in such a moment I believe that their lives shine the brightest, lightless world. So, well, okay, and that's a nice little preview into the story that we're at in the MSQ too. Main story quest too. But back to Hildibrand. I feel like they should make sprinting free, like without a cooldown when you're in a city. Just a thought. What beautiful architecture. Charlian is clearly one of your more advanced civilizations. The city's archives are said to be bursting with knowledge of countless peoples accumulated over the centuries. I should very much like to peruse the shelves once we have attended to our main mission. Wait. Would it be this way? No. If you're still feeling poorly, my all-purpose cure can perk you right up. No. Thank you, I am much recovered. Guess it's just guesswork on which way is right. Hey. These must be the lifts in question. Do you wish to descend into Labyrinthos, madame? My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure the proper permissions before we can allow them entrance. If it is assurances you need, then surely a single glance is all you require to judge us trustworthy. I could certainly make some judgments, but that is neither here nor there. Admission to Labyrinthos is subject to foreign policy. You're the ones who should be judged. I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it. Xenotechnology? I sincerely have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again do our paths cross in most serendipitous fashion. Father, what business brings you to Charlian? I am in search of a certain object, one crucial to the continued refinement of the Mandeville weaponry. My investigations led me to believe it is to be found here, in Labyrinthos. And as you also seem to have business down below. This is my son and his bosom companions. If I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift? Ah, Master Godbert Manderville, the Forum sent word of your impending arrival. As a member of the Syndicate, your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to 5 members. Pray consider their permission arranged. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I know not your current mission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archeon. That's funny. I love this game's music. In the market for something of the rare side, got a whole village's worth of surplus from the Archeon, some of which can even be yours for some bicolor gemstones. Yeah, I need to unlock all of these. This is for gatherers and stuff. That's interesting. Doing fates, you get stuff for gatherers. Okay. I'm sure that's not the only type of thing you get, though. I bought prism stones with gemstones. No, I buy them with storm seals. Anyway. Oh, not sure. We're underground, but above ground at the same time. Right. An underground archive with such an extravagant recreation of an outdoor habitat. What innocent purpose could it possibly serve? Ah, but of course, they're performing simulations to hone their strategy for aiding the aliens in their invasion of the world above. I feel like you should know about this place. Like, is this place a secret? Maybe the details are a secret. What an incredible vault of accumulated curiosities. I should very much like to return here once our mission is complete. They have transformed this subterranean environment into one more suited to surface beings. I am reminded of the orbital stations built by my own home star. Charlian structures truly are the work of art, simply inspiring. From what Father tells me, this storage facility is replete with samples and specimens collected from every land on Aetheris. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashing starships, it will be these studious folk. A shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, but we have no record of any such object in our archives, either whole or in part. Or so you would have us believe, but the purpose of this complex, this military fortress, is plain. You cannot deny that you're conducting secret research on alien starships. We are not conducting secret research on alien starships. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Thamusian, but it was neither for military purposes nor of extraterrestrial origin. Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine, I'll dig up the facts myself, and then everyone will hear what you are really up to. It's like, whatever. While I cannot assist you with your missing craft, I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance to your companion there. You do? And where was that, pray tell? At Muriel's Agronomics in the medial circuit. The lifts at the back of the building will take you down there. Many thanks, my good man. Well, it seems you found yourselves a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I'll bid you all a good hunting and a good day. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the Ancient of Inquiry and friends is in order. To Mariel Agronomics we go. There's a part, the gamer part of me that's like, I wonder if they have any rare drops. The other part of me is like, nah. In the story, we're cool. So we're cool. I don't know, maybe they're just a common enemy that just happens to be there. Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the Mandragora's hereabouts. But if, as you say, it's something else you're after, then I'm not sure if I can be of much help. I've only just started working here, so you may have more luck asking the older hands. I am sorry, but I honestly have no idea what to make of your story. I like that they're just leaving it to your imagination on what is exactly going on here. Okay. Ah, you must be talking about one of those new Mandragora strains. We whipped up a batch of bright blue stray onions, but I'm afraid they started to rot almost immediately. Not a mandra, you say? Well, the only other bluish things I can think of around here are the grapes. Look how luscious this crop turned out. That is a... Those are grapes. Those are grapes. So, not looking for a new species of Mandragora, and you have no interest in grapes, it seems I have nothing for you. No, they don't look bad from a distance. Master Cuckoo has found a new friend. Maybe they can help us find the old one. How could anyone ever mistake me for a Mandragora? We look nothing alike. If I may, have you perchance come across an individual resembling this delightful blue ragamuffin here? Actually, now that you mention it, mark my words, I'll find the evidence I require. They can't hide all the traces of their alien alliance. What fine and juicy looking grapes. I've talked to you before, I remember. Yes, the little blue man. Saw him with my own two eyes, I did, and it was no Mandragora. A gleaner in the company of an outside visitor passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there, only this, friend you described was scuttling along with them. I know not what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long. As I said, your missing comrade was here, albeit briefly, so at least you're on the right track. Yeah, it's early in the morning. You can tell no one's doing fates. You say something different now. And that's all I know. Oh. Wonderful. That corroborates the information I but moments ago skillfully squirreled out of this farmer. She claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question, in fact, and will bring him to talk to us shortly. Let's round up the others. We should all be present to hear what revelations this professional collector has to share. You're the folk asking about the little blue man, yes? Oh, and you've brought someone who's practically identical. You must be the same species, surely. My friend was really here then. They certainly were. If you've a moment or three, I'll tell you the whole tale. To begin at the beginning, I was in Thavnir on a procurement mission when I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As I mentioned, this companion was almost your twin in appearance, and the wagon they rode up upon bore a damaged vessel like the likes of which I've never seen before. Could it be? As a collector by trade, I have a certain weakness for oddities. Thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire after his company and cargo. The man was only too happy to share his history. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into the war-torn lands of Garlemrod to see his wares, reasoning that where there was conflict, there would be a need for medicinal goods. The state of affairs was rather more volatile than he'd anticipated, however, and he was soon forced to abandon his venture. And so the apothecary began his long trek home, only to shortly thereafter discover a strangely silvery ship and its shaken pilot crash-landed in a snowfield. It cannot be a coincidence. Theory constitutes after extracting the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, he brought them home to Razathan. His guests wished to make repairs to the craft, yet even amongst the wonders of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring the wreckage itself to Labyrinthos, and after they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, even the Thamusian engineers who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding its technology impossible to comprehend, let alone replicate. The little blue fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics, while the engineers followed these step by step to craft the essential bits and bobs. The apothecary and his companion were waiting here at Muriel, And then what happened? Well, excuse me. Once our industrious visitor had what they needed, they repaired the vessel in a twinkling. The pair then departed almost immediately, and I have seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I'm told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineer's services, but, being typical Charlians, I wager they would have been happy forfeited the coin for a chance to pore over every square elm of that ship. Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm beginning to think such an incredible vessel must have been some kind of starfaring craft, and that little blue man, well, he must have been an alien from another world. Or so I'd like to believe. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnerian truth, you see. Oh, he's not even here to oh, there he is. And love to entertain these idle flights of fancy. But I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. Can it be true? I have a readership in Charlian? Perhaps I've misjudged these people. Oh, hold on. So I got a text. Twould seem your comrade is hale and healthy, Master Poo-Poo, and then the company of a Hanish alchemist of undisclosed description. This is wonderful news. I am grateful indeed that we were made the journey. I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let us return to Radzadhan and continue the search. It's a relief to see that Miss Nashu is hale and whole and still fetching. I wasn't able to sneak into the Labyrinthos, so I couldn't watch over her like usual, but I'm here for her now and forever. Stalker shit. Okay. They're back again, and in the blink of an eye. To summarize our findings, we know Master Poo-Poo's friend is safe in the company of Hannish gentlemen, and possibly here on this very isle. Oh, that does sound promising. Father, you returned to the city. I trust this means your own investigation was successful. That it was, although laying hands on the object of my desire has been a long and frustrating ordeal to say the least. Much painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Manderville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet though I turned our ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. The reason for its absence became clear when I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. He wrote of a visiting scholar's keen interest in the relic, and how he thus surrendered it into Charlene's safekeeping for study. The trial led me to Labyrinthos. As it turns out, the Charlenes never did find time to construct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in the dusty corner of the Archeon, still awaiting processing. And here it is, the oddity every bit as perplexing as Godbrand's cipher-bound manual. How are we to liberate its hidden wisdom? Oh, I can help you with that. These devices were made by the Randervillians, a starfaring race with whom we once traded. Are you serious? Is there an actual reason? Are the Mandervilles descended from aliens? From another race? Starfaring? Mandervillians. Valians. Yes, a highly evolved species with mastery of advanced technologies. Our people shared ideas and inventions, so I am quite familiar with your family's relic. If you so wish, I can have the device project whatever images were stored upon it. A darkened room would afford us the clearest view, however. Then let us retire to our rooms in the comma and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in optimal conditions. Mandervillians, a coincidental naming, or is there some deeper connection? Oh, nice. Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us. Really. I am Godbrand, wanderer of stars and weaponsmith extraordinaire. Godbrand, gentleman. Godbrand. First Lord of House Mounderville. This is the Godbrand, our founding father. I record this message that my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. The tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. Here's of mine. I am not a man born of this star, or even a man at all. I am of the Mandervillians, a race which hails from the far side of the great expanse. Yeah. Mandervillians are parasitic symbiotes. We can only survive by bonding with other life forms. What? Once our essence has taken root, we supplement the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with a steel-like resilience. I knew there was something alien about that impossible imperviousness. Then, through our conjoining and compatible host bodies, we produce offspring which harbor the next generation of Mandervillians. This symbiotic variant eventually takes to the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was that our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. Until tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Every planet upon which we Mandervillians resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were brought to ruin by life forms suddenly twisted into horrific nightmares. Okay, so blasphemies. That sounds rather familiar. So even stars far removed in time and space were ravaged by the final days. Oh. Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded a ship and fled upwards into the starry night. We flew and flew until we found a planet, your planet, untouched by the phenomenon, but the rigors of the journey had so damaged our craft that we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death, but even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, Mandervillians do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, this sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. He was himself afflicted by an incurable malady, and with little time left to live, seemed content to know that his ailing body could provide safe haven for another. With his blessing, I set about transferring my essence. The man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty, yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. I went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. I wed a local lass, and together we had a child. Although not pure Mandervillian, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology, a boon I suspect shall be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Manderville. So that's why Godbert is stronger than Hildibrand. Because his bloodline is less diluted. Okay. My dear descendants, the folk of this star are most fragile, yet as the first man I encountered did demonstrate, they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. Ah, and they knew. As the last of the Mandervillians, I have but one request to make of you. Pray employ your superlative attributes and my armory of Manderville armaments for the benefit of these wonderful peoples whom I hold the highest regard. So even the weird dances came from aliens. Alien parasites. What an astounding development. Oh. I, Hildibrand, Hilda Maximin Manderville, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebear. No case is too big nor too small should it be in the service to my fellow man. He learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being and it's still business as usual. But wait a minute, then why is Lady Julian so monstrously strong? Is she a descendant of aliens too? That's a good question. I will admit I was thinking that. Well, this is most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. Maybe it's like, kind of like in real life, you find people that are kind of like you, in a way. But I do wonder if that self-same blood still runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced over some years ago suggests that, but 'tis unimportant. My present purpose remains unchanged. I will bring our Manderville weaponry to the peak of perfection for Godbrand and for the good of our star. Before I forget, I have a gift for you, yo. Pray await me at the Etherealite Plaza and I shall bring it to you forthwith. I still need to do the first part of that before I can go further. Some truths can shatter the foundations of our beliefs when brought to light, but I have to say, this wasn't one of them. The more staggering discovery was that I have devoted readers in Charlian. Those who peruse my publications are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deception without exception. I have misjudged the Charlian people. They are not collaborators or the architects of conspiracy. They are but seekers of knowledge, unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. That Master Poo-Poo, though, that one still has ulterior motives. I'd bet my life on it. Stand ready, for we shall have need of your strength when he shows his true colors. I hope you've not been waiting long. This is the gift I mentioned. Master Poo-Poo's earnest quest inspired me to indulge in the spot of clockwork craftsmanship between weaponsmithing sessions. I thought it only fitting that you be the one to take care for this diminutive simulacrum. Consider it a memento of your adventures together. As for our Manderville weaponry project, your assistance is still very much welcome whensoever you can spare the time. Until then, my dear Yo. Sweet. Meanwhile, Elsinore and Thavnir. Lord Von Hudi, I come with ill tidings. Professor Luguay set an ambush for his nemesis, but was once more defeated. His current whereabouts are unclear. That blithering dolt. Huh. Created an army of himself. No matter, preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned. For once, I don't know what he's planning. Well, that was nice. Okay, I think that was part 4 of 5.5 parts. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, I still gotta do the first part before the second part comes into effect. Or the third, which I think I just did. Okay. So this is the end of the Hildebrand part of the video. So I'm gonna stop my recording. Thank you for watching on YouTube, and have a good one.